Hey, you know the drill, my friends. Going live here in about 4.5. Man, I gotta really work on that theme music. I got a full cup of water. We're taking the coffee break, and I got a list of things I want to talk to you about. Along with, just who doesn't love hearing the sound of their own voice? I'm one of those guys. I'll see you here in about 4:10. Coffee up, sexy. We're gonna have a great week. It is about that time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme. Goodness gracious, my friends. Happy August 12th at 9 a.m. U.S. Central. Hopefully, your cup is full. Hopefully, your emotional cup is full. Make sure you say hello and you share the stream, please. That's all I ask of you. And you know what? I propose that we just go ahead and get this party started. Hey, 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 hey. Happy Monday, August 12th, 9 a.m. U.S. Central. It's your boy, Patrick Allman, with the Stop Doing Nothing show, coming at you for, I don't know, what do you think? Half hour? 45 minutes? 5 minutes? How long do I have to talk before you get sick of my face? 2 hours? 3 hours? I don't know what it is. Hopefully, there is a cup of something happy in front of you. Might be water, might be tea, might be coffee, it might be tequila. I don't know. You do you. You do you. It's kind of early for tequila, so I wouldn't do that. But hey, just something to warm you up on the inside and or on the outside. Now warm you up on the inside emotionally. For those of you that are watching for the very first time, I am Patrick Almond. I am Patrick Allman. I run an agency called Stop Doing Nothing Media. And over the past month, I think I've been pretty good about going live 3 times a week to talk to you about what we do here, to talk about business in general, to talk about life, personal stuff. I don't want it to all be boring business stuff, and maybe to help you out a little bit in your life and in your business. Okay, the show is live on Twitch, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, in 3 or 4 places. So if you miss, if you ever want to engage live and not the recording, feel free to catch me 3 times a week, 9 a.m. U.S. Central. What do we have today? Well, we're going to kind of catch up because I want to hear about your week and where you're watching from, as always. So as you tune in to watch live, please share with me some good news that you've had this week. And if you can't message here on the show, you can always text us in. Even after the show, you text in the show and share your good news with us or what we can do for you at 405-217-4752. I do this basically, like I said, to lift up your emotional cup, but also to talk about a little bit of what we do here at the Stop Doing Nothing Media Agency. We are I'm not going to say a full service digital marketing agency, but one that really specializes in helping you scale using marketing automation. So we have, kind of a proven system of ads and driving traffic and measuring metrics and helping you sell things online, specifically for people who are thought leaders, authors, creators, speakers, things like that. So if you are one of those, or if you know someone who's one of those, if you're a coach, here's what I really love. If you're a coach or you're somebody who deals a lot with the same kind of audience we do, we can make you an affiliate and hook you up with some cheddar, my friends. So if you ever want to be an affiliate at Stop Doing Nothing Media and make money from the referrals, I love paying out money. I really do love paying out money. It's where are we here? I forgot where we are. Oh, we're in Oklahoma City. We had a good weekend for my local friends. Didn't we have a great weekend? We did. It poured rain like crazy, which sounds depressing, but in some ways it's great because it just cools off everything. After a good strong rain, you walk outside and everything is just cleansed. It just smells good. Stuff that was in your yard that wasn't growing may start growing again. We've got our lakes around here, which are getting filled up again as a result. And we've been a little bit of a drought, and so even that strong rain we had Saturday, it was not so much Saturday, more Sunday, probably didn't even get us back to where we need to be. But you walk outside right now. I walked outside for my morning walk, and it smelled amazing. It just smelled awesome. I mean, it's to me, a good strong rain is like a big giant bath or a shower for the city that you're in. So we really could have used that. I think I told you last week, specifically Friday, I told you I was going to go out to my buddy's ranch, which I did. Friday afternoon, Friday evening, went out to my buddy's ranch, and my goal was to kind of get away from it all, get into nature, go outside and do manly testosterone stuff by swinging axes and firing up tools and clearing woods for some construction, things like that. And you know what? Mother Nature had other plans, and it be like that sometimes, as they say. Saturday, I think we had a little bit of rain, and there were some other things going on. We didn't get a chance to go outside and do stuff, so we said, "Oh, you know what? We'll just hang out and play games." Saturday, and then Sunday morning we'll get up. Sunday morning there's a little bit of a chance of rain. We'll get up and we'll go do stuff in the woods, all kinds of cool stuff in the woods. And so I'm laying there at the ranch on Sunday morning. I'm waking up, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm hearing rain, not just light rain. We're talking like Noah's Ark type torrential flooding type rain, and that went on, goodness gracious, at least until noon, I think. And it wasn't the light stuff either. Like I said, it was buckets, buckets and buckets, and the adjoining and the associated lightning and the associated thunder. I mean, it was powerful. So at that point in time, all you can do is grab a cup of coffee and stare out the window longingly into the land of where you wish to be. And your car's getting soaked and under covers and all that stuff. And fortunately, there was no hail or severe weather, thank goodness. It was just, we just got soaked. So, my weekend at the ranch, a good chunk of my weekend at the ranch was inside on my laptop. It really was. I was doing some reading, did watch a little bit of TV, had some wine, but it was just inside. But at least I was, in the woods. At least I was away from the home office and the normal routines and drudgery sometimes. Got outside and did some really good hide and seek. If you ever want to play a professional hide and seek game, I'm your man. I was playing with my friends' kids, and I'm the best at hide and seek. I am the best. I'm pretty good at tag too, and Marco Polo. All those things where I don't want to avoid being around people. I'm halfway decent at those things. So I did get to do that, but unfortunately, didn't get to spend too much time outside. If you're watching, by the way, even on the recording, make sure you share a location with me because I just want to learn where everyone's from. And I also want to know if you have anything good that happened to you this week. If you have any good news that happened this week, please share it with me so we can lift you up on our shoulders. I know here locally in Oklahoma City, I think the teachers got back to work last week, and all the kids are going back this week, at least in my local area, which the kids absolutely hate. Well, not all kids. When I was a kid, I think I liked it at the end of summer because I got to see all my friends again. And summer sounds as a kid. I vaguely remember summer being really cool for about 2 or 3 weeks, and you're like, I want to see all my friends again. I want to go hang out at the school and do all the stuff I did before, all the cool social stuff. And so, kids are going back to school this week. I think it's Wednesday locally. So, yay! Congratulations, parents. You get that off your back. We love our kids, but we do want them to learn and be better. Plus, I think there's even like an earlier school year here, which impacts me because I volunteer at the school on Friday morning. So I got to catch up on all that. But that's kind of I consider that kind of good news. My week coming up agency wise, I've got some good business in the queue. I've got some happy clients. I've got some clients I love doing things for. And so that's what we are going to be doing here at the agency, is lifting up our clients and just doing amazing marketing things for them and taking it off their shoulders, taking all the hard tech work, getting attention work, ad work off their shoulders. That's what I really love doing for my clients. So that's what the plan is. Personal wise, let's dip into that real quick. I weighed in, as all you know, I'm just trying to bust my ass, no pun intended, losing weight, and I weighed in. I think I got back to the city. About maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't remember. And I weighed myself in, and my weight was up again, which was really depressing because my weight's been on a decline. Now, I'm not too terribly concerned because we all know that our body weight fluctuates based on hormones and water and time of day and trips to the bathroom. And all that stuff can vary our body. So I'm not too terribly concerned as long as it goes down. As long as it goes down this coming week. So I'm doing my thing. If you've been watching the show at all, I'm constantly experimenting with how to take care of myself to learn what works for me. With all the great diets out there, every single one of us, we have a different body, and our bodies respond differently to different things. And when I was on the decline, one of the weeks I had weight loss was one of the weeks I had cut back to almost zero coffee. So, and then last week I kind of got back into it. I had a little bit more than I probably did the previous week, and my weight went up. Now, I'm not saying that's a cause and effect thing, but every little thing matters. So this week we are back to water. This week, you can almost always tell what I'm drinking, even if I don't tell you. The white cup, for some reason, when I go in the kitchen to get something for the show to drink, for some reason I get the black cups if it's going to be coffee, and I get the white cup if it's going to be water. I just realized that I have no idea what's up with me in my head. So we're going to be back to water this week. I'm going to do my best, going to do my absolute best to not slip. Okay, even some of the weeks where I was really focused on water, I may have slipped in a cup of coffee that week. My goal is to, and man, I hope I can stick to this. You guys have to keep me accountable. My goal is to stick to water from now until I weigh in next Sunday morning. And right after that, Sunday morning, assuming things are good, and some of the other stuff I'm going to work on, I'll slip some coffee in my life. The other thing I'm going to change this week is changing how late I eat. My goal is to basically stop consuming calories after 6 this week. So every week I'm experimenting with one or two things to get my body in shape. And this week it's going to be, very heavy load the calories early in the morning and middle of the day. And usually I get to the gym about 4 or 5, but no more eating after 6. I may have a snack like popcorn. I'm addicted to popcorn. If I have any popcorn fans here, let me know. But I love my popcorn, and we even have all those different flavors of popcorn shaker you can put on there. And as I'm saying it, I'm thinking, Patrick, why are you gaining weight? Oh, look at all the stuff you put on your popcorn. So maybe I should cut back on that stuff I put on my popcorn also and really focus on the healthy stuff. Water, not eating after 6, and not putting crap on my popcorn. I have the kettle corn flavor and a butter flavor and a white cheddar flavor, I think. So maybe I should focus on that and and see if that impacts the weight, because I think a lot of that stuff is just salt and sugar. So weigh-in wasn't the best, but hey, it is what it is. Let's not make it a trend. Okay, it's a data point. It's not a trend yet. I was in a discussion. Something else that was on my mind is I was in a discussion over on Reddit about people complaining about the toxicity of social media, and it is my take on this, and I'm curious of your opinion on it also. The toxicity of social media. Social media, we love to blame social media for our problems. We love to blame the social media for our bad attitudes. We love to blame the social media for wasting our time. Keep in mind, you're watching me on social media. I get the irony. We love to blame social media for being in a pissed mood and all kinds of things like that. And I've never understood that. I'm not the best when it comes to emotions. I tend to be a very logical person. I can't remember if that makes I'm right brain or left brain. If you're smarter than that, let me know. Put it in the comments. But I've always been a person who I've considered somewhat rational, but very logical and very, very fact-based to a fault, probably sometimes because I can just be a hard ass. Okay. I don't see social media as being a toxic thing. And when I think of social media, I think of the platform, okay? You're watching me right now on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. I don't know. You'll have to let me know that too. Let's say you're watching me on Facebook. Facebook itself, the tool, the platform is not inherently toxic, okay? Neither is TikTok, neither is Twitch, neither is YouTube, neither is X/Twitter/ whatever you want to call it today. That stuff is not inherently toxic. We are just assholes, okay? You and I are just assholes. If it wasn't for us putting content out on social media, sharing our opinions, sharing our politics, sharing our religion, there would be nothing. Mark Zuckerberg would have nothing. He would have a website like he had back in college, which would just be a directory of people in college. That's how Facebook started. It's not mistaken. That's what a Facebook is. In college, it used to be a Facebook was like a yearbook, but it was like internally. So you had information about the people that were in your school, and then he basically converted that to something online, and then it grew and grew and grew. It was originally only colleges. Did you know that? Did you know you used to have a college email address to get onto Facebook because it was just for college kids, and you could only connect with people, I think, that were in your college, if I'm not mistaken. And then once they open up that floodgates, whew, billions and billions of people later, I think I last time I checked the stats on Facebook was like 3.8 billion daily active users on Facebook, all because he wanted to start a college directory. So, anyways, that's my feeling on social media toxicity. Is it's not the platform. These platforms don't create content. They don't create videos. They don't create the ads. They don't create the porn. They don't create the arguments, the fights. They do not generate any of that stuff. That comes from me putting out something ridiculous or stupid and people coming along behind me and arguing about it, okay? That's where the toxicity comes from. All social media does is make it easier to be a toxic asshole online and to hide behind your keyboard. keyboard warriors. I think keyboard warriors are the main reason for social media toxicity. Is people just saying stuff online they would never say in person. They can create an anonymous account and flood your timeline with all kinds of bullcrap, and that's where the toxicity comes from. It's not from the platform itself, and that really pisses me off when lawmakers get involved and they want to start regulating social media. And I'm like, well, why not regulate the people? Why not penalize the people for being assholes? Why are you going to penalize the platform? All the platform does is show you what you're interested in, okay, and basically share your toxicity around the world. So, and as I was talking about that right now, I was thinking, let's also keep that in mind based on what I just said, that because the social media toxicity comes from us, we have to do a better job of blocking people. We have to do a better job of yelling louder than the toxic people, and we have to be a better job of just unfollowing people that are toxic. If you ever think I say or do something that's toxic, then feel free to block me or take me off your feed. Okay, I am perfectly okay with that. If not, let me know also. Okay. Um, and Let me see. What was my main topic today? Okay, so now we're going to get into the main topic I was talking about today. Let's lube up the throat, lube up the lips. Um, Simple things, lazy, simple things you can do in the world of self improvement. I have been a little bit obsessed with self improvement probably since my early 20s. And so I've read a lot of books, watched a lot of videos on the different gurus and what they have to say about motivation and inspiration and improving yourself and habits and discipline and being, fabricating motivation. Um, I've read a lot of stuff about that. And these, if you bury yourself too much in the world of self improvement, you're going to spend all your time reading about self improvement and never doing anything about it. You're going to get kind of in this vicious circle of I got to read more, I got to read more. The next book's going to help me. The next book's going to change me. I've even gone so far as to make like notes out of these books and pages of notes. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. And then afterwards, I need to make a note to go back and read all the notes. Have you ever done that? Ever gone to a conference or something and taken lots of notes, and then you just totally forget you took those notes, and then years later you're flipping through that and I remember, oh, I paid $1,000 to go to that conference. I took all these notes and I didn't do jack shit about it. Yeah, been there, done that. So in that vein, as I was out walking this morning, I was thinking, how can I share some things that you can do that make self improvement a little bit easier for you, okay? And so I came up with some things you can do to be lazy and improve yourself at the same time, okay? So, not big, giant, massive things. So, my advice today, for example, is not going to be you need to go to the gym 5 times a week and burn, 2,000 calories and then come back and eat your recovery meal, yada, yada, yada. No, that is a lot of work. Even I don't do that stuff, okay? I am somewhat of a gym rat, but I don't want to live in the gym. So I have a list here in front of me of very simple things that you can do this week, the week of August 12th, um, 2024, to improve yourself. Okay. I'm going to start with just the very simple. No, that's all it's going to be. So I'm going to start with. It's going to be just the very simple, lazy things. Okay. First of all, let's talk a little bit about fitness. Okay. You may be somebody who's very active. If we're friends, we have a lot in common. You're probably very active like me. You get up, you move, you exercise, you do whatever. But sometimes it's hard, especially if you have a desk job. And you can tell people sometimes have a desk job because they can sometimes tend to be in poor health if they don't get up and move on a regular basis or do things to take care of themselves. Okay, and I hate it because fitness is such an important part of our life. So the very first simple thing I'm going to share with you is the thing that I do in the morning. You got to remember, a lot of times when I give advice out on here, I'm actually talking to myself. It's either things I'm thinking about doing or things that I have done. And the first one is the simple concept of walking. Okay? I don't want, if you ever think about, have you ever gone to a gym and been like intimidated because there are so many people there doing so many things, big, giant, people lifting massive weights and making noise and grunting and flinging sweat and all that stuff around? That may not be the environment for you, okay? That environment I like. I like going to the gym. Now, I tend to be somewhat of an isolationist. Is I'll go to the gym, I'll put in my headphones, and I'll head nod, but I try to get in there, get focused, get my stuff done, and get out, or I'll use my socializing at the end. But I love going to the gym. That is my environment. If that intimidates you, or you're somebody who you want to get in physical shape, but you just don't even know where to start, just go walk. That's it. Just go walk. Right now, here in the Midwest, it's hot. It's going to be blazing, blazing hot today. What is it right now? Right now, it's 78. I guarantee you it's going to go up at least 20 to 30 degrees today. And from what I saw, closer to 30 degrees. It's supposed to be like 107 today with the heat index here. I mean, that is way too painful to go out and walk. But if you have a local YMCA, my local YMCA up here in Edmond has a big, giant indoor walking track. You can go walk indoors there. You can drive to the mall. There's at least 2 malls I know within 10, 15 minutes here of my house. If the weather was really, really bad and I didn't have a gym membership, I could go there and walk there. If you're somebody who does have a gym membership and you don't like running and rowing and biking, get on that freaking treadmill and walk. Just walk. You'd be surprised how many calories you burn by just walking. If you've watched the show, you know that right now one of my morning habits is I'm up at 5:30 and I'm out the door, somewhere between 5:30 and 5:35, and I'm walking. I'm not Forrest Gump. I'm running. If I was going someplace, I'm running. No, I'm not running. I tried that for a little bit. It hurt my knees. So I wasn't a huge, huge fan of it. I take that back. I was a huge fan of it. It just took me a day to recover to be able to do it again, sometimes 2 days. And I got this kick here, no pun intended, where I was really, enjoying running to military cadences because it gave me a pace. And if you're listening to random music, it's great, but it doesn't really give you a pace. The military cadences made it so I didn't really worry about the pain so much because it just gave me a pace. So I love that. But that's something simple you can do. It doesn't require a gym membership unless you choose to create one. Okay, you can just get up in the morning, put on any pair of shoes, and walk. And make it really simple. Walk to the end of your block and back. Do that for a week and then walk around the block and back, okay? And then start exploring your neighborhood, which is one thing that's really helped me with. But just start exploring your neighborhood and walk, okay? It's really simple stuff. Now, this kind of segues into part 2 here. What was my part 2? Drinking the Kool-Aid, okay? If you are an iPhone person, this thing will help get you in shape. Some people just got the Apple Watch because they like to be able to tell time. Okay, it's a very expensive timepiece, especially when you can run down to Walmart and I can probably spend 20 or 30 bucks and get a digital watch. And heck, Amazon overseas, probably even cheaper. It's amazing to think the number of cheap watches I could have bought for what I paid for this watch. And this is a used watch. This is not a brand new watch, okay? This is a used watch, but I could have paid if I sold this right now and run over to Walmart, I could probably buy 10 or 20 watches with what I paid for this. So, but if you're an Apple person and it's in your budget, and even if you already have one, you're not using it, start taking advantage of this, please. This is made for fitness people. This isn't made to tell time. Time and weather are just some of the things on it. This is made for fitness. This is made for movement. And if you're not taking advantage of this very expensive wristband that you put on your wrist, then you are just throwing money out the window. I'm a rings person, tried and true, hardcore. I can look at my rings right now and see that my standing ring has a good chunk out of it. My walking ring is killed, and my 700 calorie movement ring that is just over 3/4 done. It's like, whatever the 3/4 mark is, it's up a little bit on top of that. So get one of these. It gamifies. I guess it would be gamifies. It gamifies your life. It gamifies your fitness. And I've been teased about it from my friends. Oh, you drink that Apple Kool-Aid. Oh, you're a slave to your watch. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm also healthy. Okay. I'm okay with being a slave to a piece of technology if it's going to make me healthy. I think last time I checked on my phone, I was almost on a month streak here. Let me pull it up because this is something I'm really kind of working on right now. So today, if I knock out today, that will be day, let's see, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21, 21, 28. Today will be day 29 of my streak if I close my rings today. It's not a matter of if. I have a plan for it. I'm going to close it. And what really sucks is my streak would be even longer, but like the day before I consider my streak started, I had like a day where I didn't get like all my stand rings, all my stand things. I missed like one stand hour. But other than that, the previous 7 days, basically, I closed my rings minus one stand hour. But I'm going to be a purist, and we're going to go by what the watch says. So, like I said, whatever the time I said was, is I think I'm just coming up on a month of a streak, and just for fun, and it's fun. It's just funny how gamification works. Is is you do something for fun, and at the other end of it, you're like, oh, I I actually accomplished something. Where'd that come from? Same with those of you that know I'm learning keyboard over here, and I use a piece of software called Musician. And Musician keeps track of the number of notes I play, and how many notes per day and per week, and I get like little trophies from learning. Gamification, this is really important for my business friends. Gamification works, okay? It 100% works. It works on me. It's a psychological thing, okay? We want the points. We want the leveling up. We want the cute little badges. You know, I can go inside of my my Apple Watch here, and let me see if I can find that really quick. Is it down? Where's the little badge thing? Oh yeah, you can go down here to all my little awards, and you know what? I'm somewhat proud of my little awards I have here, my little virtual badges. Um, it's just it makes me feel good. I don't know what it is about it, but I really do love a little gamification. I keep saying that wrong. Gamification that goes on with that. And you know what? I do it enough. Oh look, I closed my rings. Oh what? I happen to lose 30 pounds in the process. Well, bonus for me. Okay. Sometimes I think we it's really hard to be motivated to do something when you can't see the progress. Okay, it's really hard to go out and walk every single day when you're not losing the weight. But what is easy to do is to go out and walk every day, close a little ring. You do that 20 times, all of a sudden, you've lost 5 pounds, or you've lost 10 pounds, or if you're doing really good, you've lost 20 pounds. Okay, that it's okay to buy into what works psychologically for you, even if you don't know how it works, and even if you want to, tear it down and make fun of other people for it. Shut up, okay? It works. It works on you and it works on me. So if that's what you need to do, that's what you have to do to do. And again, it's very simple. You wake up in the morning, you put this on, you keep track of your rings, and it changes how you move during the day and how you eat and how you exercise, with the goal of by the time you take this off at bedtime, you've closed those rings. Okay, that's number two. Simple things, really simple things we can do to to get in this habit of self improvement. And you know what? You don't have to buy them new. I have never bought a new Apple Watch. I buy mine used/refurbished down the street, and then I trade them in every time I upgrade. I've bought a new laptop. I bought a new iPad. I bought a new phone. I've never bought a new Apple Watch. Okay. Um, so we talked about more walking, which that and the Apple Watch will help. We talked about the Apple Watch, drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what? Food. Food can be boring. 100% is boring, but it can be boring and it can be lazy. Say two bonuses there, right? Boring and lazy. Who doesn't want boring, lazy food, right? Um, you know what I would much rather have than anything in the world sometimes is a cheeseburger. Can you envision that right now? The taste of a big giant double cheeseburger with bacon and barbecue sauce and cheese, and depending on where you get it from, they'll slip in like an onion ring there, and it comes on the bun, and oh, or like a burger like that, but it's got like all the bacon on it. Like is it Burger King or someplace has the Baconator and the Son of the Baconator where they put a ton of bacon on it. That always sounds good. I'm not sure I've ever met a burger in my life I don't like, which is why Patrick weighs 250, 260 plus pounds. Okay, chicken. That's my third point of the day. Lazy ways for you to go down your self improvement journey is just chicken. We buy bags and bags of chicken here, and I have learned so many different ways to make chicken. And it's boring. It's boring. It 100% is boring, but it's also lazy. Today I have to. I took some chicken out of the freezer yesterday, and I have to cook it today. It's on a plate in the refrigerator, and you know what? I'm lazy. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna dump all that chicken in a baking pan. I'm gonna sprinkle a bunch of, lemon pepper and oil and other stuff on it. Put it in the oven for 30 minutes, and bring it out and eat it for over the next 2 days. That's me being lazy. Okay, I don't have to cut it up until after I eat it. I don't have to touch it if I do it right. I just dump the bag out in the pan. I don't have to go through any fancy preparation process. I don't have to get out like a mixing bowl and a spatula and a whisk and the flour and the oil and the egg. I don't have to do any of that stuff. I can buy a bag of chicken from the store. I can dump all the pieces, which may be 6 or 7, into a pan, um, bake it, and then there's my food right there. Okay, that's food for me. That's like 2 days worth of food. Um, for you, it's probably going to be more because most people in the world are probably smaller than Patrick. But it's just a lazy way of preparing food. Okay, it really is. I don't have to fry it. I don't have to soak it. I don't have to boil it. I don't have to keep an eye on it. I put it in the oven. I say, hey, Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes. And then when it's done, which by the way passes insanely fast, when it's done, I go take it out, put it on the counter, and go back to my desk and work, or go back to wherever I am and work. Or if I'm not in the office, I'll pack that. I'll do this all ahead of time, and I'll pack it and I'll take it with me. It's lazy. I am all for lazy self improvement. Walking is lazy. Just putting your Apple Watch on in the morning is lazy. Making chicken is lazy. Okay, we're looking for lazy, small things you can do to improve yourself. Chicken is one of them. The last one here is kind of cheesy. It really is, but I've noticed it works on me. Okay, and I picked this up a little bit because I was going to talk about it, but then I was checking out live streams before mine on social media today, and I ran into somebody else. It may have been a buddy of mine, Robert Kennedy the third, who was talking about affirmations. I have started a while back. I started taking stuff and um, on the background of my laptop and my iPad and my phone and different my electronic stuff and my in world physical stuff, real world physical stuff, is I started putting the all the using the motivational wallpapers. Okay, things that remind me to do this, things that kick my ass to do this. It's cheesy, it's cliche, but damn if it doesn't work. And I've even gone one step further, is places where I have to sit for long periods of time facing a wall, like if the camera. See, you're seeing my hand go on the camera. There is the camera right there. You'd be surprised that behind the camera, I've got stuff pinned to the wall that I see and read every single day. I have no choice because I've got computer screens in multiple places, and I have no choice but to look up and see my disciplines or look up and see my motivation on the wall. Same with your phone. How many times a day do you pick up your phone and you unlock it? Right now, it's my daughter on mine, but how many times a day do you pick up your phone and you see that image before you do anything, and then you swipe up, which I'm doing, and then you've got your apps, and then behind your apps, there's a wallpaper. Excuse me. This is stuff you look at multiple times a day. Okay? Ooh. Is this Oklahoma allergies? I wasn't stuffed up an hour ago. How does this work, Oklahoma? How was I not stuffed up an hour ago, walking outside in the fields and in the grass or whatever, and now I'm in my house and all of a sudden I can't breathe through my nose? Thank you very much. Thanks, Obama, for that. But I know it sounds cheesy, but yeah, just start putting motivational backgrounds on your devices, okay? On your phones, on your iPads, on your laptop. As I'm looking at the background of my screen right now, I've got a whole thing that says, I've got a whole, oh, excuse me, I've got a whole background image here that says, Think Positive Network, exercise, eat healthy. I can't see it because some of my tech is in the way. Eat healthy, work hard, stay strong, build, excuse me, build faith, worry less, read more. What else do I have here? Be happy, volunteer freely, relax often, love always, live forever. That's the background on my screen right now. It's the background on this screen over here to my left. It's the background of this screen over here to the right. Excuse me. Oh, I cannot believe my allergies are kicking my butt all of a sudden. So those are what four? Um, did I miss the one? Oh, you know what? Did I miss the water one? I think I missed the very first one. I went right through it because I thought it was a header. Excuse me. Um, it was water versus coffee for a week. That's a simple one, also. And that's one that I told you early on that I'm doing. So, my 5 really lazy things you can do to start improving yourself are water versus coffee just for a week and see how it impacts your body. More walking. You know, you don't have to have a gym membership to walk. Apple Watch. Yeah, just put on your Apple Watch every single morning and follow those rings. That'd be really good for you. Chicken, chicken, chicken. That was my fourth bullet point right there. And Get affirmations on all your devices and on your physical walls and on your refrigerator and on your bathroom mirror. Also, there are times where I have affirmations like sticky notes on my bathroom mirror because I'm in there. You know, I have to stare at that for 10, 15 minutes a day as I fix all this. So those are things you can do. Um, as I told you earlier, we are Stop Doing Nothing Media. And if you want to talk about marketing or high level consulting or our platform or CRMs or email marketing, let me know. I will hook you up and I will make you look good. Do me a favor also. Thing I'm always doing, and I'm not above, as we grow, I'm not above begging, is to make sure you subscribe on all the platforms, especially YouTube, please, and share this show if you found anything in this show useful. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early today. There's some things I want to get done in my life and business wise, and I really want to kick off and have a great, great Monday. And I want you to do also. So, as always, I really do appreciate your time and attention as you walk. Here's my technology not going to work. Is anyone here does streaming and it has a stream deck and sometimes that thing just doesn't want to work? That really pisses me off. Anyways, thank you for watching as always. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great, great week. And I will be back here live Wednesday at 9 a.m. U.S. Central. Comment, live, share, and subscribe. Have a great, great, blessed day. And I'll talk to you Wednesday morning.